This is me, and this is my honey cake, and these are your honey cake recipe requests. So here I am, filming a honey cake recipe for you. Enjoy! This cake recipe is beginner friendly, and I'm sure even if you don't have any experience in baking, you will be able to make this cake. And I'm totally sure about that, because my caking journey started exactly 4 years ago with this same recipe. Let's get started. First thing you'll need to do is to crack the eggs into a saucepan and add some sugar and give this mixture a good mix. And don't forget to add some salt for a well-balanced flavor. The next ingredient is honey. Please try to use high quality honey, as 90% of flavor of the honey cake comes from honey. I prefer to use buckwheat honey. It's a little bit difficult to find this one in the UK, so I brought some from Kazakhstan. When honey is mixed in, add some butter. It can be room temperature, it can be cold or even melted. It doesn't really matter, as we're going to heat this mixture up. There are a few moments to consider when heating up the mixture. Low to medium heat, constant stirring and never letting it simmer. When all the ingredients are well combined and the mixture is quite hot, add some baking soda to the mixture and stir it constantly. You can see that baking soda starts to react with honey and the mixture becomes paler and it biggers in size, doubles in size, I would say. Then pour the honey mixture to the flour and start mixing it in with a spatula or a whisk. Once the dough is not that hot anymore, you can start kneading it. To be honest, I never do this by hands anymore. I always use my standing mixer, but as I wanted to show you the real process, how to do it by hands, I decided to film it this way. By the way, this is my husband ruining my filming session. At first, the dough might seem a little bit sticky, but as you continue kneading it and it comes to room temperature, the texture becomes nice to work with, so don't worry if it seems sticky at first. But if it stays sticky, just put the dough into fridge for about 15 to 30 minutes and it will become just fine, trust me. I usually divide my dough into 12 pieces and then roll them out and cut the round shape with a baking ring, but if you don't have one, you can just use a plate. I also poke the cakes with a fork before baking, just so they rise evenly. Baking time is 5 to 7 minutes maximum. When my cakes are cooling down on the rack, I prepare my frosting, which is very easy to make. You will need double cream. If you don't have double cream in your country, just use whipping cream, and also add some sour cream to it and some honey, icing sugar or even caramel. I usually start whipping my frosting on a very low speed and then go to a medium one. And then the cake is ready to be assembled. If you don't have an offset spatula, as shown in my video, you can just use a spoon to spread the frosting onto a cake. For a small cake, I usually use 2 to 3 tablespoons of frosting for each layer, and for larger cakes, like here, I use for about 5 to 6 spoons. When the cake is assembled, I wrap it with a cling film, just for hygiene reasons. To decorate the cake, you can just crush the leftover honey cake layers and cover the cake in them, or you can eat them and decorate the cake as usual. Either way, let the cake chill for about 4 to 6 hours in the fridge before decorating. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and comment, and see you in the next one.